Hello everybody. Welcome to the channel if you are new, and welcome back if you are already a subscriber. Today's video is going to be a real-time plan with me for the week of February the 12th through the 18th. It's gonna be a wild week. It's actually my first full week, I guess, kind of like back to normal. I'm back from New Orleans, and to throw a monkey wrench in the whole thing, my boss is actually leaving on Wednesday for the Dominican Republic, so we've got a lot to do in 2 days, and I don't know if you guys can tell, I sound exhausted. I'm super nasally. This is just a whole train wreck, and then traffic is bananas outside, so I'm really sorry in advance for any background noise because it is raining, like torrential raining. So I went ahead and pulled out some sticker sheets. I'm gonna try to do this before each day or like filming set, because I feel like that'll take some time out of the video. I know these videos can be quite long. I do love a good long format though, so let me know what your thoughts are on that. I'm gonna go ahead and put a cute little rainy day emoji. Like I said, it's torrential raining. It's not thunderstorms or anything quite that intense, but yes, it is very rainy today. I am gonna also make a quick note. Low energy. There we go. I'm just gonna make a note. I know it's not the most positive note in the whole world, but like I said, I just like to try. I like to memory keep as much as I can as well. I am so congested, like on the left side of my face. I'm gonna have to take some Advil sinus before I leave today, or else I'm just not gonna make it through this day. There's just like no way. But yeah, I can tell it's like all the temperature changes. We're definitely in that pre-spring up and down kind of mentality where it's hot one day, cold the next day, there's rain, it's just all over the freaking place. So that's what we got. So I'm gonna go through these stickers just a little bit. I am gonna be leaving for the office probably within the hour, so I really don't want to do a tidy up list quite yet. I'm gonna use this super cute pink office sticker, and I am going to just pop it here, I think, instead of over both these days. Maybe I can do over both because I am in the office. I don't know. I'm gonna put it here because maybe I will be remote tomorrow. If I continue to feel bad, I may just like, I don't know what it's called, but yeah, I'm gonna do it. So the first thing that I need to do today is print. I'm already writing the wrong thing. Let's see if I have corrector fluid handy. Of course, everything is in my to-go bag. I have a lot of catch-up work to do in the planner, so I'm trying to like leave everything. I'm just gonna pop down here. So I need to print all of the appointments for today, like all of the appointment prep. I've got all these little, I'll explain what this is here in a sec. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. I'm gonna do I hate when I have to leave like a big space like that, but that's just where we're at. There we go. Okay, so this is a pretty simple list for the day, but that's because some of these are longer winded. I don't know how long the carrier calls will take. Hold times with some carriers are out, like literally more than half an hour, more than 45 minutes. I've gone over hours before. It's bananas. I think the worst was like a long time ago, but it was like almost 3 hours. It was crazy. Thankfully, things are a little bit more died down, but with the fact that it's tax season, a lot of people are calling the carriers as well to get their information. So, yeah, I'm gonna do this little swipe. So this is 062. I can read, and I'm gonna use that as my watching or listening. I think I'm gonna be doing Girls Next Level podcast, and I did watch the episode. I haven't decided if it's going to be that or if I'm going to launch into my next Star Wars thing, which is Mandalorian. Maybe by the end of this video I'll figure it out. So I have my little Grogu sticker if that's what I choose to start with. Next, I'm going to skip the tidy up for today because honestly, I really don't feel that great. The main thing that I just want to handle when I get home is putting some laundry away. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to use a planning, like a spring planning type of thing to do this. I'm going to do Jan, HON, Feb, HON, and budget. So these are all catch-up things that I need to do so that I can film a video. I'm going to put this there. I will probably end up doing both if I'm being completely honest. Like I'll probably work through the podcast a little bit and then also work on I think it is Mandalorian. So I'm going to just go ahead and prep that because like I said, I just don't feel that great. So I would like to go ahead and like set myself up for that. This is going so much smoother because I've picked out my stickers in advance. And really what I did was you notice like I knew what I do my daily pages first every day. And I haven't really showcased that too much yet because I'm still enjoying like kind of keeping that to myself outside of a flip through situation. But I definitely am planning to try to do one full week a month and then do like a daily vlog a month when it comes down to the filming. So typically there's going to be like 4 planner videos a month. I'm going to have like the setup, the flip through, and then I typically have like 2 plan with me's. So I think what I'm going to do is do a full week and then also do a vlog style so that there's some variety and it's not the same thing. So let me know what your thoughts are on that. Like if you guys prefer more or one of the other or anything like that. I love hearing y'all's thoughts, and it definitely helps me create the kind of content that you guys want to actually consume, but also that, you know, it's sometimes one is easier than the other, and it just kind of helps me kind of like navigate a little bit. But like I said, I do my daily pages first. So from that, I decide what stickers I was going to pull. And then I'm going to go ahead and just pop this in. It's just podcast episodes. I think it's like literally 3 hours worth, which is fine. And then I cannot remember if it's Book of Boba Fett or The Mandalorian that's next in my lineup. I really want to say it's The Mandalorian season 1. So I'm going to leave that blank until I know for 100% certain that that's what that is. And then from here, this is going to be household things. So I need to do the dishes. I need to put away. I'm actually going to do this. This is kind of fun. Laundry and Mardi Gras. because it's kind of scattered across my apartment. And then I'm just gonna do like a general tidy apartment kind of thing. I really do. There's some returns and things like that that I would love to handle, but I'm not gonna run around in the rain and do them. I could actually, there's some, sorry, I cannot speak. I need to do a Nordstrom return and Amazon return. I've already done the back side of the Amazon return, which is like that you say, I want to return these items. Now I just need to go drop them off. And then I need to do the backhand side of the Nordstrom one today while I'm at the office so I can print the label. And then what I can do is I can take them both at the same time tomorrow when it's dry and I don't have to get out of the car 50 million times. So I think I'm gonna leave it here. Like I said, I know I'm being extra redundant, but I'm trying to listen to my body a little bit. This is also the week that I would typically not feel very great. Just with my cycle, I am very backwards. And so I'm like very low energy after versus during, which proved very helpful getting ready for the trip and being on the trip. But now I am definitely in that post-cycle funk, and I really need to listen to my body, have some self-care, which means lots of very quiet journal time and TV time and cuddle with the cat time and all that. So I'm gonna use 761 as my water tracker bar down here, and I think that this definitely gives me some spring energy. I was thinking about doing this little gem because I think this is cute and I want little pops of green somewhere in here. So I think I'm gonna do like a little dot here and a little dot here just to like bring some of that green up. And this is 195. It is like the greenest of the green, but I really wanted to put it, but it didn't make sense to do it as a watching bar. So I think this is quite enough for the day. And that's where I will leave you at, and we will pop back in for another planning session tomorrow, and hopefully I will feel better. Hello, good morning. It is Tuesday morning, and we are gonna get started on the day. I am so sorry that I sound terrible and congested and all of that great stuff, but that's just kind of where we're at. I'm gonna start the day off with a little watching stripe. I have been up since like 3:30. I do not feel well at all. I am gonna pop in a super cute little snail parcel type of sticker. I'm trying to think of what the actual technical name of this one is. I think it's snail, because snail mail, snail parcel, pen pal arrived. I'm gonna do TCMCQ1, and then I'm gonna write in what it is underneath because I want to get the name right, but it's basically the one where it's combined. So for Coffee Monster Co. subscriptions, this particular round, I have subscribed to three different options. So I subscribed to Washi Wizard, the combined order, and then the snail mail. So what that does is it'll give me everything, but it will give me duplicates of the specific stickers and the washi, which is usually what I'm after getting duplicates of. Like, I'm not quite as obsessed with getting like extra pouches and folders and things like that. So that's what fits my needs. So that's what I have bought into so far. And I think that is perfect. By the time this video goes up, you guys will have seen what is in the Q1 goodies, because I am actually gonna film that this week. And I am still watching Mandalorian season 1. I should finish that today. I'm also going to there's a podcast that kind of goes along with that I'm going to be listening to, and I'm still listening to Girls Next Level podcast. But I am not going to put those on today because I really didn't get very far in the podcast or the show yesterday, and I have quite a bit that I want to list off today. Even though I feel absolutely awful, I am going to try my best to do as much as I can. I love that I'm going to put a winter errands on like a super floral sheet, but that's just where we're at. This is actually going to be perfect right here because there's some errands that I need to run tomorrow morning as well. I am going to put Kroger for now. I'm gonna not do CVS. I'm gonna put UPS and USPS, even though these will probably be after work drop-offs. And then getting into, as you can see, I was smart enough to pull everything. I'm actually kind of secretly hoping that I get to pop down like the snail mail later today, because I don't think I am though. So basically I placed all my orders like back to back to back, of course, but they all shipped like a day apart, and they're all arriving like almost 2 days apart. So I'm like semi-stocking my mailbox. I wouldn't be surprised if it arrived today, but it may not arrive until tomorrow, so that's totally fine. And then I am gonna flip back here to get my list of work things that I need to accomplish today. I'm gonna keep it really simple. I usually keep my big list obviously in the back, and then I just kind of like shorten it. Like I'm gonna put mail tasks instead of each particular client that I need to mail things to, because there's several. Callahan prep. And I'm always okay with like going over just a little bit if I need to. I'm gonna do post app tasks, and I'm also gonna put organize scans, because that folder looks like an all holy nightmare in there, and even though it's not on this list, it's definitely a thing. I am gonna leave it there as far as work tasks go. Another thing that I'm kind of struggling with today is if I want to work a full day, because I feel like I'm being hella redundant. I don't feel well. And I really want to come home early. I'm gonna put this little guy over here because anything that doesn't get done today can migrate over to tomorrow. Dishes, vacuum, mop, and sweep. So I could have just put floors and been a lot smoother about that, most likely. I am gonna put fridge purge because I've already started this, so I can put that there. And I think that handles that. And then I was gonna pop another sticker in there for like planner stuff, but I think I'm gonna just kind of continue on and do a green I need to work on my budget planner, and I need to scan receipts from both the trip and just in general. And then I want to do some February HON. I didn't need that dot, and I don't have a little whiteout thing near me, so I'm gonna just let that go. For right now, I'll cover it up shortly. Gonna make a little play button here. Film and post January flips, and do another play button for film and post. I kind of wrote that a little bit backwards. Okay. So that is going to cover my to-do list for the day. As I said, there's some errands that I need to try to run in the morning. I need to, I think I'm going to try to go to breakfast while I'm over there. I may try to go to Trader Joe's since I didn't get to pick up some things that I wanted the other day. I don't know how manic everywhere is going to be tomorrow either, with it being Valentine's. So I'm a little like hesitant to like put anything in until I flesh out the whole plan. But essentially I need to go sign something for a friend of my mom's, which reminds me, I need to create a reminder for my notary stamp. I need to go notarize something tomorrow for my mom, and then I need to run some errands on that side of town and then come home. So I'm gonna leave that alone for right now until that plan fleshes out. What I'll most likely do is do a planning session like when I get back, so it'll be a little bit retroactive in terms of what order it shook out to all be in. But I like the spacing of this so far. I think everything is in frame, and I think that that leaves us in a good place. You'll see I've already like crossed off or migrated everything from this row. I've also popped in that I had some Sudafed at 6 p.m. I need to transfer that over to my health and fitness planner for sure. And then I took some Advil sinus and congestion relief this morning about an hour ago. And I do feel like it's alleviating some pain because it does have like ibuprofen in it. And that's really a lot of what is going on the left side of my face is just the pressure at this point. But I really like how this has come together so far. And so I will check in with you guys tomorrow about midday and we'll go from there. All right, so it is Saturday afternoon and we have quite a bit to catch up on. So a couple things that I actually popped in here. I'm super sorry about traffic and if you can hear the very annoying barking dog in the background. I don't know if that's entirely as straight as I would have liked it, but we're just gonna ride with that. No, we're not, because I'm OCD and I cannot. So I have a lot to catch up on, and the main reason that I didn't film was because I literally have had like the worst cough. Yeah. So I sounded horrible. Return and Nordy return. This is so unnecessary that I used that much space for those returns. I very easily could have put UPS, USPS. Just saying. But I've had a terrible, awful cough, and that's been really unattractive from a filming standpoint. So I didn't think you guys wanted to hear that. So I've just been keeping up with my to-do list and my daily pages. And to also be really transparent, I have obviously not felt that great. So productivity has been really low. I'm going to use an exorbitant amount of space to write down the podcast that I've been listening to, which is Children of the Watch podcast. It is such a lovely accompaniment to rewatching The Mandalorian and also some of the live series that happened
after Mandalorian got started. It was originally called The Mandalorian Watch, and then I think they just kind of kept going with it into the other series like Boba Fett, Obi-Wan, and a couple other things. So I actually have like a good bit to listen to and catch up on, which is great. So I'm gonna have to play in peace with that in my mind. But I'm also watching Mandalorian. So I finished season 1, and I've even watched some behind the scenes stuff, which I'll write in as we go. So I really was not super productive on Wednesday. My coworker and I were really laughing because I didn't even really get home until noon, I think, and settled from going out to my mom's to notarize some documents for her. And then by that point, I was really like starting to feel low energy. So I just did a whole heap of nothing this particular day. I'm doing another watch to put the Mandalorian, and then obviously Wednesday was also Valentine's Day. So I'm gonna jot down a couple things about that. I want a very cutesy, lovey sticker. I have got my 5-year anniversary pack dragged out. There were 2 in here. There it is. I was like, where the heck was it? Like, this one screams Valentine's to me. And it looks like I very quickly pulled it from, I think, one of the older sets. Yeah, so it's from the 2-year anniversary. Gonna put I'm so sorry about that damn dog. Oh my God. V-Day dinner with Jeff. I've already put the details of what I cooked in my daily page, but I basically made these super cute heart-shaped raviolis from Trader Joe's. They were okay. I would say that they're like a 3. Maybe if I would give them a 4 on cuteness, but they're probably like a 3.5. Like I wouldn't repurchase them again, but they were okay. Not my fave. It's okay. And then I made some heart-shaped espresso brownies with an espresso Bailey's glaze. And I don't know what the heck happened to my glaze, but it did some weird things. Like I was just struggling. I think a lot of it is like having, watch. Podcast. Okay. I don't know why I left so much space there. I think I'm just like learning the spacing just like I am here. It's just kind of awkward. Like I could do, I want to see if this looks okay. That doesn't look bad. It just looks weird to me. Like when something is placed like that, I'd much prefer it just look full like this. Anywho, I think that it's really difficult to, oh, I need my green marker. I'm going to finish this sentence, guys. Swear to God. I think it's really difficult when you have like sick brain to do damn near anything. If I'm being completely honest, like I can definitely tell, like I don't feel my best. My brain is weird. My taste buds are weird. It's just a sinus cold. I'm going to be fine. My cough is calming down. Thank the good Lord for the really good cough pills that I have. Yeah, it was just, it's definitely a struggle bus situation happening. And then also on Wednesday, like I said, I didn't get around to a lot. I didn't feel really great. It was really the bare minimum that I had to do. It was like the first day that I could really rest, because these 2 days were really full with work stuff and like getting ready for my boss to be gone, that I really just needed to breathe and rest a little bit. And my coworker really understood that, that I had not really been sleeping that well either. So there was that. And then I did manage to get my video filmed, and then I had a literal F-ton of issues getting the damn thing posted. I don't know what the heck was going on. I really don't understand what its malfunction was, but it literally didn't, why did I do that? It didn't post until like basically 5 a.m. the next day, and I tried to upload it 2 different times, and it was moving at the speed of molasses. Like, it was so slow. And yeah, so I'm sorry about the late post. I really did not intend for it to be that late. Put laundry away. I had so much laundry stacked up everywhere. That is the worst X I've ever done in my life. That's so bad. And I am putting this in here just because it's really funny. I have this like hair care shelf in my bathroom, obviously, and like my cabinet, and it had just gotten like bananas in there. Like everything was like just messed up. And normally like you can go right down the middle, and it's like body care on this side, so like shower gels and lotions on this side, and then it's hair care and shampoos and stuff like that on this side, and it was just a mess. So I tidied it up and was able to actually just like get it organized that morning, which was really quite nice. And I'm throwing things all over the place. I am going to put, where did it go, this nice little pink sticker. I need to hold on to that Prime right there, because I did have a Prime order come in yesterday afternoon. Splurge, splurge, splurge. Nope. This is what we were, my question is, do we want to put it kind of like here or here? I'm gonna do it here, so it can kind of span 2 days. I'm actually like, I cannot believe I'm gonna say this, but I am actually gonna work some this weekend, because like I said, I just haven't felt that great. So during the day, I'm just like struggling. I did get a good bit done with work on Thursday, but that was probably one of my worst cough days. And I was also trying to do like 2 people's preps at once, so that Friday didn't feel horrible, which it did. And I shouldn't have, I really shouldn't have slacked off as much as I did on Wednesday. Like, I really shouldn't have. Because I paid for it in spades yesterday, and my coworker thought that was like quite comical, actually. As well she should have, because like I said, I was freaking ridiculous. Then I'm gonna put, I'm gonna give it 3. A lot of what I'm watching has like the longest titles ever right now. And then I can do a cute little spring plan with me kind of sticker. I can't believe I'm getting kind of like to the end of this little guy. This is more the vibe today. Maybe I'll use this little, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll use him today and her. I don't know. They're both really cute, and I'm overanalyzing the heck out of this. Or I can be smart and put it, I just don't love when things are back to back, so I'm kind of strange. Okay, so we're gonna fill in a few quick things. So here I was continuing my Children of the Watch podcast. Honestly, until I was filming this, did I really think about that the episodes are kind of like, I'm not going to say out of order, but out of order is the Lorian season 1. Okay, I don't know if that looks right or not, but that's what we're going with. So basically the podcast started before the show started. So I'm in the episodes where they're like talking about Clone Wars episodes. Then they'll move into Rebels episodes specifically pertaining to the Mandalorian and like Mandalorian culture. And so we've gone through all that. But what I didn't think about is when they moved like way later, they were going to move out of Mandalorian, and then Obi-Wan came after that. So, and I've already seen Obi-Wan because if I'm watching Star Wars chronologically, Obi-Wan comes before the Mandalorian. So my podcast order is going to be a little weird, but I am enjoying it nonetheless, especially that they're going back and rewatching things that I've already seen. So I really don't think it's going to affect me too much now that I'm thinking about it. But again, random things that I think throughout. I'm going to do a little slash because I did do some February planner update. That was really, really tight. I am starting to work on March setups. And that was really it. I finally posted this video, which is gonna upload Sunday, which is the TCMC Q1 sub dot. And then I actually went and picked up Jeff. He was at Justin's and they were just having some bro time. So I picked him up from there. And then as far as watching, same thing actually. So I am going, and I had to take Jeff to his truck. Actually that morning as well, but I don't need to put that. I'm actually gonna do like all of it back to back and just put it at the top because y'all, to say I'm struggling feels like the most fucking annoying, redundant thing to say, but I'm struggling. I like threw a hissy fit yesterday afternoon because I told, like, look at this to-do list that has like nothing checked off on it. So I woke up and I like had all these grand and glorious plans and intentions because, you know, I didn't feel altogether like great, but I was hoping because the weather was actually really nice these 2 days. Like Thursday was definitely the better day. I'll 100% say that. It was definitely the better day. And I wish that I had been home. So I was like, cool, if the weather's going to be nice, then I'll go outside and I'll work on the patio and I'll do all these things. And, you know, after Thursday, I had like tidied so much stuff, like put so much away. I could kind of like continue that. And I was really jazzed about the fact that, you know, I was remote and I had, again, all these grand plans. But I started to lose energy pretty quick. I had a lot of nausea. because I have sinus issues, so it's gross, but the drainage is freaking terrible. And I was just struggling to really do the bare minimum. And I kept thinking that these preps were easy, and then I would realize they were difficult. And because I just kept hitting like all kinds of weird roadblocks, and yeah, it was not a good time. We're not having fun over here, which is gonna definitely mean I'm gonna have to work a little bit this weekend if I just want to have like some kind of normalcy, because the problem is both of these preps are literally Wednesday and we are off on Monday for President's Day, so like all this has to hurry up and get done, essentially that's where we're at. So yeah, I'm sorry, that was like a really fun pity party for everybody to go on, but I basically landed myself in the bed pretty early. I threw a tantrum because the greatest night, I might be able to fit that into a greatest night. Yeah, I think I can. Wow, I can form complete sentences, guys. So I basically landed myself in the bed because I just couldn't anymore, and I was really nauseous, and that Jeff was like, go lay down. And he actually brought some extra sides home for dinner so that if I did get hungry, I would have good sides to pick from, which is really, really sweet of him. But I ended up going to bed really early, and I also threw myself a giant pity party because I feel like I have been sick and whiny and complaining for weeks now. So while I was in New Orleans, I found out that one thing I can't do is I can't eat oysters anymore. And I think I figured out why. Because I could eat them raw and I loved them raw. And then right before we went to New Orleans a couple years ago, I got bit by a lot of chiggers, and apparently they can carry something that will almost like basically give you an allergic reaction to something if you eat it. Like typically it happens with ticks, and I'm not dissuading that, or I'm not saying that it couldn't have possibly been a tick, but I did get bit by a lot of chiggers, so there might have been a tick thrown in there right before that trip. And I got violently ill from oysters. Super weird. I can eat shrimp fine still, crawfish, all those things. Still can eat all those things just fine. So no issues there. But it was super strange because I really like oysters, and I kind of didn't discover them until later in life. And so I do enjoy when I get to have access to good and fresh ones, because I am a little gun shy at times to try them from non-beachy sources, I guess would be the right thing to say. And then I laid off of the oysters. So I tried one, it made me sick. Learned that lesson. We kind of just wanted to try, as mean as that sounds to do to myself, we kind of just wanted me to try one and see if I was, kind of readjusting. And again, at that time, we had never heard of how you could get this. It was someone else on the trip that said that this happened to his wife with scallops. She loved them, ate them all the time. So let me know in the comments if this has ever happened to you. Did you get bit by a tick or some bug in that category or develop an allergy later in life to something? Super curious about this. So yeah. This happens. Then I start to realize that if I tend to drink orange juice, it can, like orange juice based cocktails, that it can also do a number on me. Because there was one day that I had 2 screwdrivers and a big breakfast. Totally fine. I'm totally fine. The headband on my head gives me a headache. And then by the evening, and it's super weird for me to say this because I honestly don't know what the culprit was 100%, and I didn't figure this out until I had another screwdriver the following day, and then we went to lunch, and I was like, maybe it's the acid in orange juice. So basically, my body is like pissed at me and has been pissed at me for literally 2 weeks because we left on the 1st. So every day I feel like I've either been nauseous, sick, congested, coughing, like I cannot catch a break, guys. So I'm really glad that I was ahead on content. Like I was, because if not, we would be having some issues. I kind of want this, like, I need like the rotting in bed sticker that I didn't order from that, so I don't have it, but I kind of want to do this, like, early bedtime would be a good one, I think. Early. And icky cough. I'm gonna do that because the cough is what was really wearing me out more than anything. And as you can see, like, these days are like ending so early and there's not a whole lot happening. Like, it's a mess, y'all. So I think that pretty much covers. Let's see if I've missed anything before we start moving into Saturday. Oh, I said that the Amazon packages arrived. Do I really? No, we don't need to do that. I did have an Amazon order arrive. Where the heck did this go? Right there. I love that it's kind of like a little puzzle. I'm okay, I guess. That would have been the one right there, because I'm just like, I am probably going to use that today here in a minute, because y'all, when I say I can't catch a break, I cannot catch a break. I really can't. And I'm just like, it's comical at this point. Like, and sluggish is definitely happening. Like, good night in heaven, I'm stocking my mailbox. I freaking love sampler sheets. I really do. They're like my bread and butter. Like, I need to order like refills clearly, but like some of the, like that first year, killing it. Okay. So, I did, when I was banished to the bed by Jeffrey, he was like, go lay down. What did I watch on TV this morning after he left? I don't think I've watched anything. I'm still listening to the podcast. I did watch / listen to Chitty Chitty Bang Bang in the background, but I don't know that I'll put that on here. It's definitely one of those movies I throw on in the background because I've seen 6 million times. I'm going to use a little cart. Use a little cart here since I've already got my little grocery dude over here. So when I got banished to the bed, I scrolled through the channels and decided that I was going to watch The Greatest Night in Pop. It was actually really good. If you're a fan of music, I think that you would really enjoy it. I did a quick meal plan. Went and got some groceries this morning and went to Target. That was lovely, all while I listened to my podcast. And then when I got back, I was kind of gonna start on a tidy up spree. I need to figure out where I'm gonna stand in that for a second. Actually, I know exactly where we're gonna stand. We need a ninja because, of course, and I need to like plan for tomorrow, so we're gonna do that too. Okay, so all of my little ninjas are gone. So maybe we do I have more? Those are like the deep cleaning ones. I could use a yellow, or I could use a pink, or I could just, I'm gonna use a little ninja. And here's why. Oh God. So while I was gone, my mom watched my child, aka my cat, and she was so excited. Actually, okay, hold on. I'm not insane. Okay, maybe minimally. Okay, I want to do... I'm going to just put that in my daily pages. I think I had figured that out earlier, so we'll continue with the ninja. So, mom watched the cat, and I was super grateful. Love my mom for that. And she has 2 bunnies, and bunnies can kind of operate like cats a little bit. They are I would say they're like this weird hybrid between a dog and a cat, because like Harvey and Gertie, who were 2 bunnies that Gertie has passed away, but we're like dogs. Jessica is more like a cat and more like Banks. So I say that, but Banks has now taught Harvey how to jump up on things a lot more effectively than he did. I'm gonna do poop, clean up, fuck my life. Okay, so if that's not foreshadowing, I don't know what is. So mom was watching, and Binks years ago, like 6 years ago, got constipated. This is way too much information about my cat and my child, but she got constipated, and I had to take her to the doctor, and they flushed her out, and they got her good. This is the irony of it. My mom had changed part of her food, but not done it gradually, because at the time we were living at her house, and she, rather than telling me like, hey, the cat's out of food or whatever, she bought a different brand and was like mixing it in. And she didn't like whatever, got her constipated. So like $1,000 before we leave for Disney gets flushed because of the cat needs to get flushed. So this happens. Fast forward, mom watches the cat this time, and Binks is on like a good little food regimen. She starts mixing papaya into her food, which papaya actually has an enzyme that will help break down hair. Like, think about how they tell you to like eat pineapple and stuff like that. Like, the enzymes in it are really great about keeping your gut health in check. But here's the caveat to this. I don't care if it's papaya, pineapple, anything acidic like that. If you Google it for yourself as well as for your animals, it will tell you, like, in moderation. Like, if not, you can jack up your stomach's health in a bad way. Like, rather than keeping everything moving, now everything's like really moving. So that's what happened to Banks. And I figured it out pretty quick that I figured it was the papaya in her food. So, and the Miralax. So the first thing I did was take the Miralax out. That wasn't enough. The papaya was still keeping her going, apparently, because she only gets wet food once a day. So there's really only once a day to test this theory. Y'all did not come here for this entire conversation, but this is the side rant and tangents that are going to happen here. So welcome to the show, guys. But she's like, I'm doing the dishes, and she's running through the apartment, which is not abnormal for her. She will get the zoomies and Race Car Kitten. And the irony was that I was watching Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Like, it was like the very beginning, and it's like showing the Grand Prix. If you've never seen it, then please disregard. So I think it's funny as hell, because she's like doing the weirdest laps through the house. Like, normally she'll do a couple and then she'll quit. And like, she can stop on a dime, and it is quite comical. So I don't think much of it until I notice she's got this like streak down her back. She's an all black cat. She's got this like brown, and I realize as she's running past me, because like she was literally doing laps through the apartment, and I realize, oh shit, quite literally what's going on. And I like throw the water off, grab her, throw her in the bathroom, and I had to like keep her in there until I could clean up all the shit, literally, which at this point had gone onto the couch, onto the rug, onto the kitchen floor, because I live in a small apartment. It was in the bathroom, or it was in the bedroom. It was everywhere in like little patches and spots. So complete fuck my life ninja cleaning moment. And to top it all off, she went in the closet really quick and jumped up on a level, and therefore what was on her got onto clothes that were hanging in the closet. So you guys, exhaustion, full on exhaustion of that. So these are some tasks that I will be taking care of for the rest of the afternoon. I am going to end up putting the little chitty chitty bang bang thing because I just want to have something happy to look at in here. I also was really concerned because I didn't know, obviously, I mean, why wouldn't you be concerned about your child if that was the scope of the situation? But I was like really quite terrified, like, oh my God, like, is she okay? And I'm like Googling, because she's acting fine otherwise, and it just seemed so strange. And I couldn't, like, I don't know. I'm convinced that we're going to be okay. Stay tuned for further details. I'm pretty sure we're going to be fine. Now that I know exactly what's doing it, and I can just, like, lay off of that for some time. And I'm totally fine with that. I'm going to do this little plan sticker here. Because I really just planned and cleaned through a majority of this movie. No, I'm not. Because that, I don't know. I just feel like that gives the wrong impression. I don't know. That's so weird. Why can't I be normal? Okay. You're going to go here. I'm going to do March setups. And then February update. And Jan 5-year. All of that is very lofty. But that is where we are. And then like I said, I was going to try to work today, and that's not happening anymore. Like, I'm gonna have to do some other things. So I am gonna put in a little play button for this video. Film Wednesday through Sunday, because I feel like if I do it like this, I will make sure to stay on track tomorrow. That's optimistic. So Jeff is actually at a NRA certification course over the weekend. Film week number 3 PL. And I'm going to watch something, but I don't know what it's going to be. It's probably going to be an old movie like Sound of Music or something like that. Like something that's got like some longevity to it. So I'm going to leave a space for that. And I'm going to cook sloppy joes for dinner. So I am quite finished on that front. And I'll probably listen to my podcast when I'm not filming because, yeah, there's no reason not to. So I'll leave a space for the pod. Some other quick things I want to call out before I get too far in this video. Like, I did definitely put notarized bin stocks, Maple Street, and I think the TCMC Q stuff. I did some writing before I was like, oh crap, you're filming this week. Stop. I don't know what I want to watch for this evening, so I'm going to leave that alone. And then I'll probably do something in the background again tomorrow. I think I'll finish filming because it's only one, and there's like a flip out, but it's only one spread. So that's pretty decent actually. And then that way I can kind of continue cleaning and get some work done tomorrow. So what I want to do, I'm the reason I'm hesitant, just to clarify, is because I'm watching all this shit in order. So it either needs to be something I'm not super invested in, or not a series or anything like that, because like I'm in a weird spot. Like I need to finish Mandalorian and then I can embark on something, and that's 3 seasons, and then I can embark on something else. I can always watch things like Charmed, or I might finish whatever long movie I start in the morning. Like that is definitely a possibility. I think what I want to do is use a working sticker. That's a good contender. A zombie one would be good. That's accurate. That's accurate. Let's do this. Let's do this little dude, because I don't feel like I'm going to be like really overly thrilled about this. Why? I didn't even start that, let alone finish it. Okay. And hopefully I can finish this in the morning, and that'll be fine. And then I'm even gonna leave room down here, because if I finish that, I might be okay. I'm gonna do more like cleaning type of things. So I want to write dishes, laundry. I'm going to vacuum. Me too. I need to use a dust sticker, because if I don't, like, I never get to use them. And I could do sweep, because I also never use the sweep. I'm gonna leave it alone, actually, because that just is too... okay. I think that's where I want to be. Normally on like a long weekend or something like this, and I was gonna do some cardio today. That, I don't know if that's happening or not. And I need to order some sticker paper. I mean, this is why I keep the list in the back. I'm fumbling today. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone, because that'll take some time. I don't know what I'm watching, so I don't want to put us watching yet. I might be able to finish that, so I might be good to go on a couple of these. I think what I'm gonna do at this stage is call it done. And when I mean done for the week. I do not think that this inhibits you from having a good experience where I cut the video. So, and I do this pretty regularly. And another reason that Sunday is a little dicey is he is at this NRA course, but I don't know when he's gonna get done. And I know that if he gets done early enough that we're just gonna go to his house. I'm also off on Monday. So like I'm really quite flexible. And my main goals right now are to clean, to make sure that these 2 content pieces get completed, and I kind of wrap up March setups. So like my list is actually really small. The majority of me is just like focused on feeling better more than anything. So I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope that this video did not like rain on your parade or anything, and that you all are doing well and are healthy and creating your own little wonderlands. So until until next time, which I hope my voice will sound better. I hope I will sound better, and I hope everyone's just doing well. But until next time, enjoy creating your own wonderlands, guys. Bye.